Were the Stewards Good For Gondor? Have you ever wondered about the role of the Stewards of Gondor and how they influenced the fate of the realm? The stewards were essential in keeping Gondor stable during times when the throne was empty or the king was away. This office was established by King Rómendacil the First, designed for a person of great trust and wisdom. Typically, the steward was an elder who served as the chief advisor to the king and governed in his absence. The authority of the stewards was significant. They effectively ruled Gondor as regents until a rightful king could take the throne. Although they were not part of the royal family, many were of noble or royal lineage. One notable example is Hurin of Eärnur, who served as chief advisor and ruled with great responsibility. Their responsibilities included overseeing the king's halls, managing lands, and defending the realm. This was especially vital during crises, such as the times between kings or when the king was away. Over the years, the stewards became the de facto rulers of Gondor, particularly after the last king, Eärnur, disappeared without an heir. Mardil Voronwë was the first to rule as steward with full authority, marking the start of a long line of stewards who governed Gondor for centuries. They symbolized their office with a white rod and sat on a smaller throne before the king's throne, honoring the memory of the fallen kings. However, the stewardship was not without its challenges. While the stewards maintained stability and defended against external threats like the Haradrim and Easterlings, their role also highlighted a kingdom waiting for a true king. This sometimes led to political tension, especially when rightful claims from northern heirs were rejected. Denethor the Second, the 26th ruling steward during the War of the Ring, is a prime example of both the strengths and weaknesses of the stewardship. He was a man of great will and wisdom, fiercely defending Gondor against Sauron's forces. Yet, his despair and mistrust, influenced by the Palantir, led to poor choices and ultimately his downfall. Despite these flaws, Denethor's leadership during the siege of Minas Tirith was crucial in rallying Gondor's forces and preserving the city until the return of the king. In practical terms, the stewards were essential in maintaining Gondor's legacy and order during a long period without a king. They upheld the realm's defenses, enforced its laws, and kept alive the hope of a rightful monarch's return. From the perspective of Middle-earth's history, the stewards were good for Gondor. They prevented chaos and decline during uncertain times. Their stewardship ensured survival and governance when kings were absent. They maintained stability and readiness for the eventual return of the king, fulfilling a vital role in Gondor's history and the larger story of Middle-earth.